50 wheel horsepower and like 290 foot-pounds of torque with the rotary. So hopefully it'll beat that today. But yeah, just did a fresh oil change in the car. Just filled it up with some E85. It's running about E68 right now, about 68% ethanol, which is our winter blend apparently around here. So, but yeah, I'm trying to see what this thing makes. Try to clean up the tune a little bit, and we'll go from there. But first, I think I'm gonna go by Advance and get some plugs, and that way I can put a fresh plug in the rear cylinder and make a hit on the dyno, and then see where the timing's coming in at on the strap. Make sure we're pretty safe. So let's head that way. Just got her loaded up, strapped down. Gonna get this show on the road. We got to play with the straps a little bit and get it from squatting. But other than that, she's on there. Alright guys, first pass was a little disappointing, but it kind of showed me what I thought I was feeling at the track with it kind of breaking up or kind of falling on its face up top in the upper RPM. I'll show you. Letting it cool down now. Made 505, 484, which considering it ran a 1020 on that little bit of power, is pretty impressive. So if we could make this thing make 700 wheel, she'd be running deep in the nines, I believe. But here's the pass that read here. The first pass didn't read anything, but we spiked right here about 17.4 pounds, and it's dropped down to roughly about 16. It dipped below 16 a little bit, but it was roughly 15 and a half, 16 most of the pull, and about 13, almost 14 degrees of timing. I put a new plug in before we started, and the plug looks fine. So I'm not sure what the little breakup issue is. I'm wanting to say it might be just valve springs getting weak, but I don't know. So we're gonna do another run here in a little bit, turn the boost up a little bit, see if it gets worse. If it does, I'll probably be done for the day and be swapping springs later on.
What I like about it is different. You never think of V8.
If we were setting this up with like a shift plate on it, the drag race you start talking to them, you would want to shift it at like 50 inches, and then nothing that goes nowhere knows.
Yeah, the only thing with that is with these stock bottom ends, I hate shifting so early. Because if you get it in the peak torque too low, it'll chuck the rods out of these stock motors. So I was shifting it at like 6 or 65 roughly, depending on how it felt. But I mean, it ran a 1020 with 500 horsepower, so I can imagine that it actually doing what it's supposed to do. You can see it.
It's all the way from.
It just falls on its face.
All the way.
So car made about 20 pounds, still breaking up, made 535 and 503 torque. There is the graph, red line is the last pull. Obviously you can see it's falling on its face, but it's not blown up. We can take a look at the log and see what the deal is. I think it made about 20 pounds. It was a little rich on the rich side, but let's see. So it's pretty much dead on 20 pounds, roughly 19 to 20 pounds. And everything looks good as far as this goes, but she was just breaking up really bad. Not sure why, but it looks like a job for another day. As you can see, it's 10.4, 10.3 air fuel, and the fuel was the ECU is taking out about 10%, so it's doing all it can do. So obviously it needs a little bit of correction, which I might pull a little bit of fuel out of it, but yeah, so it is what it is. Picking up any power. It doesn't feel like an ignition issue, it's just not picking up any power with boost. It's kind of just laying over back where it was, even on like 16 pounds. So I'm gonna order some valve springs for the car, put the valve springs in, and either take it to the track or see if I can put it back on the dyno. We'll see. But overall successful day. The last pull, I just kept it at 20 pounds of boost to pull some fuel out of it. So it made exactly the same power, so it's just at its limit, so on the valve springs. But that's going to be about it. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more, and I appreciate it.